What's going on, Miss Jennifer? How you doing? Excuse my voice. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I'm going to finish sending this thing out to the rest of these people. I pray all is well. I pray all is well. My sinuses are draining. Again, this weather, y'all. This weather. That's all I can say is this weather. Listen, our declaration on today, and this is going to be a quick word because you guys understand why when I break down this revelation. But the declaration is God always has a way out. I'm doing much better. I'm doing good. I'm going to say that. I am doing good. It's been a week. It has been a week. I'm going to say this again. Our declaration, God always has a way out. I don't know who needs to hear that, but God always has a way out. I'm going to say it one more time. Whatever it is that you are dealing with, whatever it is that pops up along the way of just life itself, please understand, God always has a way out. I'm going to say it again. God always has a way out. This week has, yesterday I rested because my sinuses, a little bit congested, but my sinuses are really getting to me today. Well, they were really getting to me yesterday, but today is a little bit better. It's a lot better, honestly. So I slept all day yesterday. But on Monday, it was a productive Monday. I'd finished, working on shirt orders and getting ready to ship things off. I had rested. I was getting ready to go and work out. And I get a message from my apartment complex in so many words telling me that my pit bull has to go. I kid y'all not. I got a text message and, several accusations. I don't even want to go into it, but it was just a lot of speculation. They even gave me like a notice, pretty much, if you do one more thing, you out of here kind of deal, right? So, nevertheless, it jarred me a little bit, right? Because I'm like, Lord, my dogs don't bother nobody. Nobody, she said, people saw me with my dogs. I'm like, I don't walk my dogs unless it's the morning time or like late in the afternoons, right? And so I was real jarred. I was really frustrated or what have you. And so as I was in the middle of feeling those emotions, God was showing me as I was coming down from them, rather. God was beginning to show me her lies. He was beginning to show me what really happened, which was she walked past my apartment. She looked in my window and she saw him. Point blank, period. But nevertheless, God had given me a strategy. And the strategy was get Capone, put him as your emotional support dog. That was the strategy that God gave me. Put your dog as your emotional support dog. And so I'm getting ready to actually do the therapy session that's required to officially make him my emotional support dog. He is, for the most part, already registered now as an emotional support dog with me as the handler. But needless to say, as I was kind of reflecting on it, as I was thinking back on it and just talking to God about it, yesterday it was more so anger. I was just flat up angry with the lady. I'm just going to say that it was one of those conversations where she pretty much told me, well, we can come in your house at any time because we have the key. I'm like, ma'am, no, you can't. You cannot just randomly pop up at my house. Unless you have something to fix in the apartment, you still have to get my permission to come in. Needless to say, as I was talking to God about it, he humbled me. He rebuked me a little bit. But the word that he gave me was, even when things are super emotional, even when we're blindsided with things, God always has a way out. And I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but it doesn't matter what you go through that you didn't expect. It doesn't matter what the devil does. It doesn't matter how, the enemy tries to affect you. It does not matter the emotions that arise. For every single thing that we go through, nothing is a surprise to God. And because nothing is a surprise for God, to God, he always has a way out. I don't know who needs to hear that. But God literally told me to stop my car. Well, I stopped too for my appointment. But the Lord said, tell them, I always have a way. I always have a way out. I always have a way to provide for my children. I always have a way to take care of them. He always has a way, period. Point blank, period. It doesn't matter what the case is. It doesn't matter what the circumstance produces a need for. God says somebody needs to hear. He always has a way out. A lot of times, us seeing God's way out, it requires for us to get to a place where our emotions are not so loud, right? Because sometimes when we go through things, the emotional aspect of, or the emotional trigger that some things produce, it will totally mute out your ability to hear God, right? And I think one of the worst things that any child of God could ever do is move out of emotion. Make a move initially out of that emotion that you feel when you get hit with the attack, when that unexpected thing happens. And so to the person that needs to hear this, God always has a way out. Trust him. No matter what it is, he always has a way out. And that was the word that he wanted me to release. I'm not sure why he wanted me to get on here to release it. I had not even planned to do a YouTube, but I know that God wanted me to just tell those of y'all, whatever your concerns are, he got a way to handle them. Whatever the devil, whatever you feel the enemy is trying to do, God has a way. He has a solution for every single thing that we go through in life. So remember that, excuse me, remember that as you are going throughout this day, remember that whatever comes up against you, God has a way out. It just requires for you to see his way out. It requires that you get yourself to a place where your emotions are a little bit stable. And that's the word. God has a way out. Listen, I love y'all. I am rooting for you guys. To those of y'all that feel led to sow, the links are there. If you want to purchase Trust God t-shirts or crew necks, the link is there. To those of you guys that need prayer, the email address is there. If you want to book a session, the email address is there. But he has a way out. It requires that we seek him to. I love y'all. I'm rooting for you guys. The funds today are that come in today are going to just go towards getting something to eat. That's literally, I haven't eaten today because I haven't had an appetite. But that's where the funds today are going to go, just to get something to eat. And so I love y'all. I'm rooting for y'all. And so till next time, y'all. Peace.